Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to World League Wrestling Showdown here at the Race Wrestling Arena. I'm Sarge Phillips alongside my broadcasting partner, Martin Kadich.
And it's going to be a great night. We're capping off Night of Champions here with the World Heavyweight Champion, Superstar Steve, facing off with EC3, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, for that 10 pounds of gold.
And that 10 pounds of gold almost came home 5 years ago, the last time that we had a Night of Champions 5. And Superstar Steve has just as much of a chance to bring it home as anyone else.
That's right. He's been taking on all comers lately. He's asked for a challenge. And tonight he's going to get a real challenge in EC3 as he's trying to cement his legacy as one of the greatest NWA World Heavyweight Champions ever.
He's held that championship since August of last year when he won it at the 75th anniversary show in St. Louis against a mighty Tyrus, and he's been on a roll as well ever since.
That's right, but you know, Steve, he's going to be laser focused tonight. He's fighting under the roof of the house that Harley Race built right now for that 10 pounds of gold, that NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And he's not going to let us down tonight, I don't think.
And speaking of that championship, this will be the first time that 10 pounds of gold will be defended in the house that Harley Race built. 8 times Harley Race held that NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
And Steve, as basically one of the first few graduates of the Harley Race Wrestling Academy, you know he wants to win this. He wants to honor Harley Race, and he wants to bring it home tonight.
It's been a long time coming for Superstar Steve, and you're right, he definitely wants to bring it home for everyone here at World League Wrestling.
EC3 standing here in the entryway, and he looks jacked. He looks ready for war. You can see him walking around. He's talking to the fans, showing the respect to the fans here at Harley Race's Academy, his arena. This is what it's all about right here.
As he does go over to one of the fans, christening a replica 10 pounds of gold for that fan.
Maybe trying to get a little bit of luck off of it from that fan right there. You see him tapping it against the official championship there. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm ready for this action right now. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat just like these fans.
The Overman finally getting into the ring, and we're close. We're very close here.
That's right. It's a historical night. It's an epic night. There's been just a slate of great matches, and to cap it all off with these two in the ring, it can't get any better than this.
Let's send it down to the ring announcer, Ben Simon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening, set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. It is for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the competitors first, to my right, from Hollywood, California, weighing 232 pounds, he is a World League Wrestling original and the reigning World League Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Superstar Steve Fender. And his opponent, making his home base in Cleveland, Ohio, he is the top 1% of the industry. He is the Overman. Why? Because he's Overman, the current OVW National Heavyweight Champion and the defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion, EC3.
Holding up that 10 pounds of gold. What a beautiful, beautiful championship belt that is.
I'm going to tell you, he's confident, Sergeant.
And now, with instructions, your referee for this contest, H.D. Daniels.
Gentlemen, this match is for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. We've already met in the back. We've checked. You're clean. We're going to keep this match clean in honor of Harley Race tonight. Please go to your corners and obey my commands.
Before we begin, Dynamite introduction, referee. Dynamite. We are here at WLW. Yeah, cheer for that. Where you like to say, shut up and wrestle. And we're going to do just that. But it is my distinct honor, it is my distinct privilege to walk in here, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, to stand in this ring, to stand in this building, to stand in the house that Harley Race built. The pantheon of NWA champions will be O'Connor. It'll be Rhodes, it'll be Race, and it will be EC3.
Championship gold on the line next. Welcome back, fans. This championship match now underway. The bell has rung. 10 pounds of gold on the line.
I've waited a long time to see this happen again, and here it is right in front of my eyes. Everybody, you gotta understand just how important it is for Steve to bring home a win, and honestly, just how important it is for EC3 to come away from this with a win too.
You touched about it a little bit at the very beginning of our program. Superstar Steve has been on one heck of a roll for the last year and a half, winning that championship from the Deliverer Moses in November of 2022. He's beaten almost everyone on the WLW roster, to also include outsiders like Chris Adonis, like the legend Ricky Morton.
That's right. There have even been men from outside of the company come in and try to challenge Steve. And by hook or by crook, Steve always seems to find a way to win. And I think that's the tricky situation for the National Wrestling Alliance's champion tonight, is that Steve is crafty. He is cunning, and he knows where he is in the ring. And he's going to find a way to make you make a mistake as you see him jockeying for position right here. They're literally going move for move, as all great wrestlers do. And you see Steve in the headlock, and he's not giving straight up. He's going right to the side of the head and peeling him right off of him on them ropes. Neither one of these men are going to back down a single inch here.
Then when you look at EC3, you've got to know that he has defended that NWA World's Championship in so many places around the world: Italy, Greece, France, England, Canada, and many, many other countries. And so many people have fallen short and not even close sometimes.
Well, and he said himself, he's doing this not just for his name, but he wants to reestablish the National Wrestling Alliance's World Heavyweight title as a legacy title, bring it back to prominence. And Steve, I'm sure, would do the same with that big shoulder block. And you see, there goes EC3. He wants to rethink his strategy here, heading outside the ring.
Not liking the way things are going, and looks like he's going over to Ben Simon, and we're going to hear from the NWA champ.
I understand the catchphrase, I understand the slogan, but I'll have you know, I am the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Do you know what that means? That means I stand in the shadows of the Flairs, the Rhodes, the O'Connors, and the Races. I understand you're one of his prize students, and since I cannot defeat Harley Race, I'm just going to have to beat you.
Well, he's up in the ante there now. He's saying he has to beat him just to show that he's worthy of Harley Race's name on that title.
And wrestling fans, the next WLW live event will be June the 8th. Get your tickets at harleyrace.com. Get them now, because it will sell out just like everything else that we've had so far this year.
That's right. Every show just seems to keep getting better. 2024 is going to be an epic year for World League Wrestling. Starting off with this and a big shoulder block from Steve. You see Steve not playing to the getting out. Well, there he goes again.
He's getting the better of EC3, and EC3 slowing things down all the way to nothing again.
That's right, and that's going to frustrate Steve eventually.
This fight is over. You understand who I am. The top 1%, the Overman, and the greatest NWA champion of all time, including over Harley Race.
Oh, some strong fighting words right there now from the NWA World Champion.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, that very easily could insult and get in the head of someone like Superstar Steve. And I don't know, I think we're going to see some more aggression. No, wait a minute.
Oh,
and there it is.
Back with that chop from Superstar Steve now.
And I'm going to tell you what, I think he did get under the skin of Steve here. Steve just driving him right back to that corner. And look at there, he'd call that a 10-punch tribute to Harley Race right here.
Finishing her up, and EC3 kind of seeing stars a little bit.
He's been doing a lot of jaw-jacking, Sarge, and I think he's paying for it right now. And you can see right into the corner. And Steve in control.
And fans, this championship match, it's going to continue right after these messages.
Well, he went out again.
Welcome back, fans. Superstar Steve in control, and he's had the NWA's World's Champion on the defense throughout most of the commercial break.
That's right, and he's been putting the chops to him, putting the kicks to him, and just throwing that punishment out on the World Heavyweight Champion here and going for a pin.
He calls himself the Chop President and showing the champion exactly why.
And I'm going to tell you, EC3 looks like he could be in some danger here. He's not wanting to give it up yet, but I'm fairly certain with the way things are transpiring here, he wasn't expecting. Oh, right into the corner. And you can see him trying to shake it off. That headlock took a little bit out of him there, all them chops and all that punishment. Is Steve able to take him right across into the corner too? And oh no!
Oh, he caught the NWA World Champion and sent him down back first.
Well, you've seen it happen. You know, Steve's got him right where he wants him right now. We've seen this before. And EC3 now going right back out of the ring, slowing the pace. And Steve don't want to let him this time.
Breaking that momentum, another close 2.5 count from the referee, HD Daniels. And Superstar Steve, he's not waiting anymore. He's going out after the champ.
That's right. He wasn't waiting for it anymore, but it's going to backfire on him. This is the kind of thing EC3's been trying to cause to happen here, and Steve just made a bad mistake. Now he's on the outside and in trouble.
Oh, now just straight pounding on that chest, on the hardest part of the ring apron, feeling it on both his chest and his back.
And this late in a match like this, with as hard hitting as it's been, it's going to be hard for Steve to recover, and he's going right to the ropes here, just throwing the rule book right out of the window here, just choking him across them ropes, folks.
Referee getting a 4 count before EC3 finally letting go.
I'll tell you what, he might have been taking Steve lightly here earlier on in this match, but there's none of that now.
Oh, he's doing it again.
I think he's got a fish hook in there, and he's just ripping the mouth open and pulling back on the jawline of Steve. Steve trying to fight back, and there's just not much he can do here but just swing. And I'm going to tell you, folks, if you're watching this, if you want to be a part of the action, if you want to be a pro wrestler, then you need to go to HarleyRace.com. You need to sign up for a tryout with the Harley Race Wrestling Academy and see what you can do today. As EC3 just twisting that neck of Steve, Sarge, dropping him straight to the mat.
Superstar Steve in a bad way right now. EC3 with that front face lock.
He's cutting that blood flow off to the head, and he's got his upper torso across the shoulder, Steve, driving it to the mat, making it hard for him to breathe. And you can see the effect as Steve's almost slack on the mat, but listen to these fans. They are trying to will Steve right to his feet, and you can see him. He hears it. He's kicking, and he's up to his knees now.
He's back up, trying to fight out of this.
They're not gonna let Steve lose this match. on something like, oh no!
Oh! If he covered him right now, this could be over with, but pandering to the camera.
Well, you can see the World Heavyweight Champion sucking wind right here, right now. And he's got to get over there, but he just can't make the cover, and he's starting to showboat some more.
Oh, stomping down on that ankle. Gonna make it difficult. Both ankles gonna make it difficult for Superstar to stand. Just doing a number right here in the middle of the ring on the World League Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Just putting a hurt on every extremity of the World League Wrestling Heavyweight Champion right now. And he's in there pretty deep. You see, he's got him in, I almost think that's a chokehold right here. I can't say for sure it's up to Daniels, but I think I'd make him break the hold here. Steve's in trouble. He's waving his finger. He's trying to fight his way out.
Definitely has the blood flow cut off with that carotid artery underneath his arm.
He's getting up to his feet, and you hear them fans. They've been great all night, Sarge. They've been cheering the World League Wrestling wrestlers on, and they're doing it now, and Steve fighting his way up. And he finally gets away.
Oh, Steve with a kick there. Can Steve win the championship? We find out after this. Welcome back, fans. EC3 getting very frustrated because he thinks that he should have had Steve beaten by this point. And don't forget, next week, right here on Showdown, we'll have more action as Madman Max Sterling will go up against Aiden Riley, and the Deliverer, Moses, takes on Kenny Alfonso.
That's right, and you know, it's been a grueling match here. Both of these men have taken immeasurable amounts of punishment. Big super kick, and I'm going to tell you, during the break, we had a lot of action still going on. As you see, he's in a fireman's carry here, and he's spinning around into a Michinoku driver and just barely doesn't get the win right there during the break. Steve fighting to stay alive. And, you know, you can see it on both of these competitors, just how much punishment they've dished out to each other. Neither one able to get to their feet right now.
Referee H.D. Daniels making that standing count.
And I don't think they're going to let him get to 10 here in any way, shape, or form. And this might be a bad route this late in the match for EC3 as he's going to Chop City with Steve here. And well, it's like I said, you could see the effects this match has had on him. And they just keep, with these powerful chops to the chest, knocking the wind out of each other possibly. And Steve now, he's got the knees going.
He's got that momentum going to come off the ropes, and on a big kick right to the face.
I'll tell you what, that's put an end to a lot of matches right there. He's going to do that brain buster, and oh no!
Oh, the referee's down in the next live event. Be there as Superstar Steve has hit that. Oh yes, he's hit it. He hit the brain buster, and he's got him covered. 1, 2, 3. You can count to 10. 1, 2. Oh, and that champion gets his shoulder up just in the nick of time.
Well, I'm going to tell you, H.D. Daniels, he got over there as fast as he could, but he wasn't fast enough for Steve to secure the win there as EC3 got just enough time to kick out. You know, if he'd have been a second faster right there getting into that count.
He had him beat.
That's right.
3 times during that time period.
Steve would have brought the World Heavyweight Championship, National Wrestling Alliance, home right here. So excited. He goes to the headbutt and misses.
He missed it.
He was going to try to win it in a fashion to honor Harley there, and he missed it. And he's having trouble getting up. He probably rung his bell there. And on the roll up.
Roll up. 1, 2. Oh, and again the NWA champ gets out. Oh, and he plants him face first with that driver. 2, 3, and it's over.
Well, he put his head into that mat like it was a railroad spike there, Sarge. I don't know if anybody could have kicked out after that. Steve may not have brought the title home tonight, but I'm going to tell you what. He fought to the end. He couldn't fight anymore. Look at him. He's spent in the ring.
One heck of an effort by the World League Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
I can promise you right now, EC3 respects Superstar Steve Fender.
Referee H.D. Daniels raising the arm of the victor in this match, EC3, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
That's right, and I'm going to tell you what, he earned this victory. It was a hard-fought match both ways, and I don't know that either one of these men could have gave more tonight in this championship match.
An amazing match, an amazing Night of Champions 5.
EC3's asking for the mic.
Shut up and wrestle.
Disconnected.
Shut up and wrestle. Shut up and wrestle.
Here.
That's what you do. You wrestle. You wrestle because you were trained to be a wrestler. You were trained to be the very best wrestler you could be. You were trained to be the very best wrestler you could be by the greatest wrestler that ever was, Harley Race. I talk a lot of smack. I flap my gums a bit. But what I do know is when I step in the ring with truly talented individuals, truly gifted technicians, and damn good fighters. Tonight, I have that honor. I have the honor to bring the NWA Championship to this building. I had the honor to help bridge the gap between WLW and NWA. And I want to thank you, fans, office, talented people in this ring, for what's the very beginning of a very beautiful relationship. Thank you.
And fans, we'll see you next week right here on SHOWDOWN.